This must be the most controversial piece of infrastructure in the world right now. Nord Stream 2, a gas pipeline that connects Russia to Germany. It's recently been finished, but it's not yet up and running, and it has a lot of enemies. Environmentalists hate it because it pumps a fossil fuel. Ukraine's president hates it because it undercuts his country's pipelines. And the US hates it, saying it'll make Europe too dependent on Russian gas. Now, with Russian forces bearing down on Ukraine's borders, US President Joe Biden says one false move would be the last straw. This was an awkward moment for German Chancellor Olaf Scholz. For years, he'd insisted that Nord Stream 2 had nothing to do with politics. Meeting Biden last week, he was under huge pressure to follow the US line, but instead he spoke in generalities. Scholz somehow won't bring himself to say the words Nord Stream 2, and this vagueness has brought him a lot of criticism in the US and from other allies. With all this pressure, and with Europe seemingly on the brink of war, what's holding him back? The answer lies in his party, the Social Democrats. It's long prided itself as a bridge builder with Russia, and Nord Stream 2 makes landfall in a state governed by the party.
He is not enthusiastic about speaking publicly about, losing Nord Stream. It would create a major row within his own political family.
Much depends on what happens next. Any military action by Russia would force Scholz to make a decision. But for critics of Nord Stream 2, this is all too late.
We have said from the very beginning that such an undersea gas pipeline to Germany will or could at some point be used by Russia as a geopolitical lever. And we see that this is what the Kremlin is doing right now.
For Olaf Scholz, it's the first big taste as Chancellor of what can happen when international pressure and domestic politics collide. It could be the first of many.